so I am going to show you how I make my cranberry walnut salad. As you can see, I was gonna make chicken thighs, but then we were out and about today, so we ended up going to Stop and Shop and we got 2 rotisserie chickens. So what I did is I chopped each one up, so we each have our own, because as I told you in the grocery haul, one of us, that's me, likes Miracle Whip, and Scott likes the real mayonnaise. So what we need is, we need the dried cranberries that I got from Aldi's, and I got some honey roasted walnut pieces, which we picked up at Stop and Shop. Unfortunately, Aldi's doesn't carry these, so that's one of the things we have to go to the grocery store for. And then just a little black pepper, a little fresh sea salt, some lemon juice, some dried rosemary, and because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, a glass of wine. So cheers everyone. And it's really simple to make and do, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Let me just put this down for you so that you can see a little bit better. There we go. All right. So the only thing you need to do is take really 2 heaping spoonfuls of the mayonnaise that you want to start, and just kind of moisten it through, just to try to get it a little bit on the moister side. We're definitely going to add a little bit more, but you don't want to put too much. It's better to go a little bit at a time, you know, just to kind of see where you are. So as you can see, it's still a little on the dry side, so I definitely need a little bit more. So I'll do another heaping spoonful. Maybe I'll do 2. And then just kind of mix it in. And at this stage, it's looking pretty good. I just take a little squeeze of lemon juice, just maybe like a half a teaspoon, and it really lightens up the mayonnaise too, which is really nice, and it gives it a really fresh taste. And as you can see, I did leave the skin. Some of the skin we ate, obviously, but some of it I did leave on there. I think it just gives it a little bit of flavor, especially when they're roasted like that. I think they're really good. So mine looks to be pretty good, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute and move on to Scott's, and I'm going to do the same exact thing again, only his with the real mayonnaise. Let me get another fork, because you definitely don't want to cross-contaminate with the mayonnaises. So then we'll just start to maneuver this around, and you just kind of see where you're at. You know, there's no perfect science. Some people might like a little bit more mayonnaise than others. Some might like a little bit less. So it's really just a preference, but he's definitely going to want a little bit more. Oh, put it on the side there. And let's just see where we are. And it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to put a little bit of mayonnaise in his as well. And just kind of move it around. And you'll notice that it really does, mayonnaise is really thick, so it just kind of cuts it out a little bit and just gives it a little bit of that lemony taste, which is really, really, really good. I do the same thing on BLTs as well. I put lemon juice in the mayonnaise before I put it on the bread. Okay, that looks pretty good. So then I'm going to take some dried cranberries, put a good handful and a half in to each one, and then mix those through. And when you're doing this process, sometimes you might want a little bit more mayonnaise. I just like enough, but you know, you can feel free to put some on if you want to. And then just stir this one up. You could also put like onions or celery. We didn't have any, so I didn't put any in. This is just the way that I'm doing it this particular time. And then you take a handful of the roasted walnuts, put those in there too. And then again, you stir it through. I do one thing at a time just to see what it looks like, so I kind of know where I'm at. You know, you don't want too much of one thing and not enough of another. And I always start with the cranberries first. It's just the way that I've kind of always done it. So that's kind of good in that one. And just kind of go over to this one. Hi. And then you just got to stir this around like this. Okay. I think I'm going to put just a tad bit more in each one. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way. It's really just whatever your preference is. But I think this will be pretty good. Okay. And there we go. And I put a little bit of black pepper in. You can skip this step if you don't like pepper, or just don't put too much. Like I don't put hardly any in his. I just do a little bit. And then the sea salt. I like the kind that you have to crack yourself. I just think it's better. And then you start throwing a little bit of rosemary in. Again, this is going to be to taste. You know, you can skip the step if you don't like it, or put a little bit more in it if you like a little bit extra in there. We do like it, so I'm kind of heavy-handed with it. Just because we do like it so much. And unfortunately, you know, in Connecticut, well, it's 40-something degrees outside. It's not too bad, but there's no place that I know of to go get fresh rosemary, so you have to kind of buy it at the grocery store. Otherwise, I would definitely use the really fresh one. And it smells so good, even just right now, just like this. Excuse me. Okay. And just give it another run through with your fork. It's really best after you make it to let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. I found just all the flavors kind of blend in with each other. And then in the morning, if you think it's maybe a little bit, you know, on the drier side for you, you could definitely add more mayonnaise in. Some people even do a little bit of mustard in. If you wanted to do that, you could do that as well. Excuse me, I lost a few. It's really just a matter of taste and, you know, whatever you like. But Scott will bring this, and if he brings that Italian bread I showed you, I'll make a sandwich, or I'll just put some on like a bed of lettuce with some tomato. I do that as well. And that's pretty much it. Lost a little bit on the side. So really not very many ingredients. Super, super easy to do. And I just put a little bit more salt and pepper on it. Little pepper. You could also put in some hard-boiled eggs. I have done that before as well. And that is pretty much it. So that is the end result. It looks absolutely yummy, and give it a try. Let me know in the comments below if you made it, if you liked it, how you changed it, if you did, or if you didn't, and just leave us some feedback so we know what you like. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day. Bye.